Hey guys, welcome to WhiteFalcon Plays. This is a guide for Xian, the in Explore tab in the Sect Esoteric Inheritances. They've got the 3 sects here, and I'll go through and explain how to do each of the different challenges here. It takes a while to compile all these and to splice and to edit and figure out all the challenges, so it'd be great if you could just hit that like button, and even subscribe would be an immense help to my channel, and you can check out more guides and other videos in the future. I'll put timestamps in the video so you can jump to whatever challenge you would like, and there'll be 3 videos in all for each of the one for each of the sects. So enjoy. I hope this helps. So I'm going to go through and do them one by one. Looks like they've got like extra volumes in each one now for additional information. So I've just done this first one, so I'll just jump in here and show you how to do this one. This is volume 1 of the Hexagram Divination. Alright, so here we go. So, it's not really looking at what they've got. It doesn't matter for this one. So that's all fine. It's just getting these cards in the right spot. So we definitely need to put this one first, because this gives us the hexagram. And for each hexagram, we get to change the outcome of these to be the maximum outcome. So we'd do 10 damage, we'd do 20 damage. This 10% chance would become a 100% chance. So we have to look at what we've got. We've got this floor, and the floor increases our damage by 40%, rounded down to the combatant. And this puts 3 stacks on. 10% chance, but we've got to make this 100%. So, but we don't really want to put this here because it's not doing its max damage. We want to put it on this 20 for sure. But we do need the chi, so we're going to start creating the chi for these 2 cards. And then we're going to put the 10 stacks on. We need it for the next 3 hits. So that'll be 1 hit, it'll be 2 hits, and that'll be 3 hits. So you'd think it would be this way here. But if you look at this card here, the white snake, there's a 10% chance, a 100% chance to do 3 stacks of floor, then do 6 attack. So it's actually shooting this attack out and taking one of those stacks of floor away. So then we would use the second one there and the third one here, and then we wouldn't have it on this, so it wouldn't get this extra 7 damage, which would do more. So we actually have to get rid of this one and put it here. We'd still have enough hexagram because we've got 3 cards to play here. But this would then allow this one to do extra damage, this one to do the extra damage, and then this one to do the extra damage. So then that gets you the damage that you need to take her out. So let's take a look at this. There's always a lot of things to think about in these ones. Alright, so we get the hexagram up. Do our 8 damage with 3 armor. It does the 10, gets our 3 hexagram back up. So there's 3 on her. And she's now got 2. And then we do the 10 and the 9 and take her out. Perfect. So there we go. So that is the first one of the Hexagram Divination. Now we'll look at the second. Alright, volume 2. Let's do it. Okay, so for this one, we're mixing in damage from hexagram. So whenever you gain a stack of hexagram, deal 3 damage to the opponent. We need to get them in right away here to stack them up. So we can use this twice to take her out. Then we need to chase as much as possible. So chase means that when there's got a 10% chance to jump to the next card after playing this card. So we want to use them. So that's using up 1 hexagram. Then we've got thunder and lightning. 1 to 13 damage. So 13 damage twice. If hexagram is triggered, add 1 chi. So that lets us then play this one. So star points. So where it says star points here, these are star points. So if it's on a star point, it jumps to the next card. So it can only jump once. So there's no point in putting 2 chases or 3 chases because you're not going to get there. You can only jump 1 per turn. And then we need to gain... Do we need to gain hexagram back? We've got 1, 2, 3... This will be the 4th one. So we need to gain hexagram back so we can get that extra chase at the end to jump back to the flame hexagram. Because we've got 1 extra, you can place a card on another, and that'll give it an upgrade. And because of that upgrade, we'll use this twice. You don't want to put it here because we'll only use that once. So it needs to go right there so you get to use it twice. And I think this is the winning hand here. So let's jump in and have a look. Alright, so we put our 2 buffs up. Now we're doing 6 damage every time we gain 1 hexagram. It does 24 there. And now we're chasing to the next card, dealing 2 hits. Then we've got the chi that we need to play this one that chases onto the next one, gain our hexagram back. And then jump onto that. And then it's the last hit here with the extra amount of damage to do the killing blow. Nice. Alright, so there we go. Hexagram Divination Volume 2. Alright, and for Volume 3 of this last one here, let's go for it. Hexagram Divination number 3. So this one's a little bit harder, because you'd first think, let's just put all these up here, which makes sense, and then we would do the hexagram to get that. Looks like this one you need 3 hexagram or more, and then it will chase. So you think that's good. Put that there, do big damage, and then jump up here, and you think, I don't know really what to do here. You could do either. And then you look at weaken, you're like, oh, something has to happen with this weaken, because like you'd think maybe this would be the strongest because you're doing 8 damage per one of these. So then you play it out and you see what happens, and then I'll show you. We've got 2 things that are happening here. So he puts weaken on us, which is a big deal. Because then when you look at, we try and do a big attack on him, and we're only doing 6 damage instead of 10 damage. And then he hits us with this massive amount of 5 thunders as well, and we need him weakened at that point. So we can look at his deck here, and we know that we need weaken when he's about to do this. And we need to get rid of our weaken at a certain point as well. So then what I was thinking is maybe we combine these to get a faster one. But it only gives you 5 stacks instead of 8, which is quite a big difference. But then we could do that, jump across to... we need a star point there. Then we need this. If we want to put this out of sync, we need to put a star point next, because it only works on a star point. And then we would jump across to that one and hit that one. But it doesn't work, unfortunately. We don't do enough damage, and he ends up killing us. Alright, so the way we do this is we put these 2, because this gives us 8, which is a massive deal. And then we need to get him weakened. So we need that star point here. We can't put it here because it's not the right time. We don't get the weaken on the actual Thunderball. And then we can now jump through and do our damage. So we've got 3 hexagram here. We're not using one here. So then we gain 1 hexagram, and we've got 3 or greater, so we can chase. So that's fantastic. We don't actually have... I think you can do it multiple ways here. You could, if you want, do it that way. And then... let me just check here. You could do it this way, because you've got hexagram, so you could jump across that way, and that would work as well. So both of these would be fine. But like you could do that or that. I would presume, but I know that this way works. So we grab hexagram, and then we grab 3 hexagram with the chase, and then we hit him on the right of the end there. So this is what I figured out. So here we go. So we get our stacks up. A nice 8 stacks. He weakens us. We take 1 away. We weaken him. So when he does his Thunderball attack, it gets us to 1 instead of killing us. And then we chase and do massive damage there. And then he luckily does nothing then. And we come along and do 50 damage. Hopefully take him out. So there we go. There is volume 3. The Hexagram Divination. Nice. Alright, so next up is the Star Move Manual. Volume 1. Alright, so I'll explain how it all works. So you've got two things that it says here. Star Power, and your next 2 slots become Star Points. Now these are Star Points here. So Star Power +3 will make it so that any card that's on a star point does additional damage of +3. So this would then do 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2, and also another 8 damage, because you'd add that +3 on all of that. So that's pretty cool. Now, if this is also making the next 2 slots star points, which is what this is. So it's making this one and this one, but this is already 1. So what you get instead is some chi for making it a double star point. So it's not a double star point though. It keeps 1 star point, but you get chi if you put one that's already 1. So we're gaining 1 chi now, so we can actually pay for this, which is white. So that's kind of cool. The other problem is, so what you think, you'd play that there, you'd play that there, and you'd play that there. So now you've got enough chi to play all of it, and they're gaining extra star power. But what is happening is this one is not a star point. Because you can see that this becomes a star point, this becomes a star point, but this isn't. And that damage is needed, so we actually have to put this one before this one, which is a bit odd. So this is doing 5 damage, increasing our star power by +2. This one is then increasing it by +3. And these 2 are being affected by that. And then this one is making these 2 star points, and you're getting 1 chi for that. I don't know if, hopefully that all made sense, but this is the order you put your cards. Let's go. So we're getting our star power. Then we're getting an extra 3 star power. And then we do enough damage there to take her out. Whoa. Alright, Star Move Manual 1 complete. Alright, Volume 2. So this one's a pretty good one as well. It says here that you should be upgrading your cards. You're going to get hit on turn 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But because you've got chased, you've got an extra turn in there. So you don't have to upgrade every single card. That becomes clear when you do. So what we do here is we need this, we need this. This is fine. We upgrade this. We then upgrade this. Because what I thought then is, oh, what if we do this then? We're chasing twice. So that's pushing our turns back twice then. But unfortunately this is 1, 2, 3, 4 chi. And we're only got enough for 3 chi. So we have to push this here and this here. And then, so instead of upgrading this, you're hitting him twice for this 5 times 2 attack with chi, with star points. So this is the order. Pretty simple, just a little bit of extra thinking there with what you don't upgrade. Alright, off we go. Get the hexagram, and then lose it, and then gain 3 star power and 3 chi. We get an extra 3 star power there. Then we go for the attack with the chase, and then she does nothing. All she needed to do was 1 damage. We took her out instead. Destiny down. Okay, Star Move Manual 2. Done. Alrighty, Star Move Manual 3, Volume 3. Bam. Another tricky one. Alright, we've got so many cards to look at here. Oh my goodness. But this is similar to before. We're going to put this one up first. We're going to put this because I guess the one big thing is we need this one in the right spot. So a couple of trial and errors, or you can try and look at all this and figure out where it is. You got 2 chases, and you got to stop these 2 attacks from coming through. But you work it out and you put it right here, which is what I've done, with a chase. So these 2 are giving star power points. You need that extra chi to use it, so that gives that the chi. You then gain an extra 2 chi here, and you gain extra stacks of star power because it's your highest power. You then need to create star points because you want these 2 attacks to have the full amount of damage they have. And you work out that you need Tremolo at the end because he starts putting up a bit of armor right at the end with this defend 18, and you need to get through that. So this card gets you through that. So this is the order of play. Went through a whole lot of different types of things. I was like, this should be at the start because you're going to increase your attack power, but you need to get this weaken in or else you just end up dying. So this is it. Let's go. Look at this card. It's crazy. All slots in your deck are star points. Bam. Alright, get you weakened so you don't kill us. So many attacks. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. 1 health left. That's all we ever need. Whenever you see 1 health, you're like, oh, I must have done it right. Straight through your armor. You're gone. Target dummy. I don't know who makes these target dummies, but they are pretty powerful. Alright, star move, and your 3 complete. Alright, so the third one on the list is Internal Injury Warfare. This is number 1, volume 1. Let's jump in. Alright, so we've got Internal Injury. So it makes them lose that much health every single turn. And a turn is every time they play. So chase is still 1 turn. But every time they go to play a card to start with, it's a new turn. So what we just have to do here is we need to hit them with as many of these 2 stacks as possible. As quickly as possible. So the way we do this is we bunch these up. And bunch these up. Now, you gotta think, well, how do we make this the most damage possible? And it looks like these give 2 stacks, with this just gives 1. So the quickest way to do this would be to do that, because we need at least 2 chi to play 2 of these cards, and then we hit them with another. We get another 2 chi, and then we do it twice more, and this gets us those stacks flowing, so we can start doing that damage every single turn. So this is the order of the cards for the first one. It's nice and simple. Here we go. Flame on. So we apply 1 of those stacks, which is doing 1 damage per turn. Now it's 3 damage per turn. And that is a debuff, so it lets us put extra stacks of it on. She's now taking 6 damage per turn. And 10. And that's all we got, but she's still taking those 10 damage every turn, so we just have enough damage there to take her out. Okay. Let's jump to number 2. Okie dokie, volume 2. Extremely suspicious. So extremely suspicious pretty much applies 2 stacks of internal injury and also makes them take the effect instantly as well. So instead of doing it once per turn, you're doing it twice per turn with this card. Pretty handy. So this is very strong, and there's no point in duplicating it. It does help a tiny bit, but all it's doing is applying more stacks rather than applying it twice each turn. So we may as well use this to our advantage. So we don't, this is only applying 1 internal stacks, so we just want to put all these together. And then these ones, these are decent, but we want to put 4 of these in here. So let's upgrade 1 and then upgrade another. So this is what you do to win. So you're applying 1 stack, just getting the chi that you need. Then you're applying 3, 3, and then you're hitting them every turn twice and increasing your stacks. So this is the way we do it. Bleed them out. She's got so much health. So you see, put all of hers together instead of separating them all out, and you can see the difference that it makes, that we're just doing that twice each turn instead of once. Way stronger. Okay, number 2, done. On to number 3. Alrighty, Internal Injury, Volume 3. Let's do it. Slightly trickier than the other two, for sure. Okay, so we've got this one. Apply all debuffs on you to the opponent. So you have to kind of balance this with your own life. We've got a little chase here. And then this one. The next card will trigger twice. So everything you've got goes on them twice. So that's pretty cool. But we need the chi to play it. So we're going to need this one. It's the only other one that gives us chi. Then we have this one, which is continuous. Both players will gain 3 stacks of internal injury. And then we've got this, all these. You got a little look at this. Kind of says Ruthless Water does less damage than these, which we worked out before. Especially this one. This is pretty much the same thing, but hitting them with internal injury twice. So the thing that you work out if you play it through, is you can see that he's going to kill you at this turn here. Or if not beforehand. He also has this one, which repeat 4 times. Random debuff decreases by 3 stacks. So he's going to take all of your well-earned internal injury off himself. So you have to hit him with this after he has cast this. And when you go through it, you work out that that is in this position here. Then you hit him with Extremely Suspicious twice. You take him out. But if you put this here, you take too much internal injury yourself and you end up passing away. So we have to delay this by a tick. So we gain this first, and then we start putting that on both of us. He kind of heals himself out of it. We chase, we get the next card triggered twice, then we hit him twice with whatever we've got, and then we hit him hard and fast on the last 2. So this is the way you take him out. Let's have a look. Do, 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 do. Takes away heaps of our life. Ouch. Ouch. Look at it. How much damage he does so fast. Then he gets rid of everything he's got. But they were like, no, bring it back. Bring it back, mate. Internal injury. Chunk of damage. It's only going to get worse, mate. We've got 1 life. Done. Armor's not going to help you there. Awesome. Number 3. Complete. On to the next. Alright, Post Strike. Volume 1. Let's get into it. This one's a bit different. We actually end up with full health for once, instead of 1 health at the end. So, post action means that it happens in the next round and onwards. So it won't happen in the first round, unless you got a special card maybe. But, so you get 3 chi, but you won't gain this extra HP until it goes through once. So you got to try and keep yourself alive. So this helps here. Whenever you gain chi, gain 2 HP. Put those 2 at the start, getting those cranking. Then we've got these chases, but even this won't happen until the next round. So we still got to try and survive. That's why we don't do this. It's just not quick enough maybe, and we might die. Well, it might work. I don't know, so I didn't try it. But I know this does work. This is what we're doing. Make an additional 10 attack on the post action, and then we're going to chase through afterwards as well. So these are going to keep us alive to start with our stillness. And then we slowly get the upper hand. Decently long fight though. Put those on ourselves so we can get back our life. We've only got 52 health. Doesn't matter when we gain it back. One health. There's that one health that we know we're doing right. And then we're like, we're bringing it back. We're going to the next cycle now. And we slowly whittle away at their health. Getting more and more aggressive. Done. Volume 1. Achieved. Post Strike Volume 2. Okay, so we got the escape plan here. Got to stop him from getting hit hard. So they've got 2 big hits here. This card receives 5 times bonus from star power. Ouch. So we got to stop that damage coming through, and this guard stops us being reduced by health once. Stops an attack from reducing our health once. So we got to work out where to put that. And if we see from here, we can count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We need to be on 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 there. But we've got these chasers, and they can only work on a star point. So we're going to put them on the star points. So we've done that. We've got to get some health back, or else we're going to die. And then we need to chase at the end to try and keep this in constant alignment to their astral moves. So we do something like this. Let's see how it goes. Still like this card. Makes every point become a star point instantly. Get ready, he's about to do his big move. Defense up. Bam. Defense up. Bam. Alright, then we go back to a post-action build. Here we go. Guarded it all up. Guarded it all up. And now we finish you off. Oh, after we defend you there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Volume 2, Post Strike, complete. Alright, Post Strike, Volume 3. Bit more tricky, gotta play around with the cards. See what we gotta do here. So we got this hunter hunting the hunter. That's what we're doing. We're hunting this hunter, the practice dummy. So this will reverse the play. So if we play this first, it'll go back to the start here. And then if we play it over here, it'll go back to the start here. And then it will carry on, because you can only play it once. So you got to work out how to play this. It's better to put this one because it does more damage. It also does 13 damage for post actions. Make an additional 13 damage. So anything with post action on them, even if it isn't playing them for the second time, it'll do 13 attack and 10 attack. So 23 attack. We just have to... He's got a lot of defense up here. Look at this. He's got 38 HP and 20 max HP. And he's jumping around this. He's also got escape plans and everything. This hurts. So we've got to kill him before he gets there. There's a whole lot of cards here. A lot of them are just playing around thinking that you'll use them, but you don't. What we have to do is we have to chuck in this first. Then we're going to have to come to here. It's going to reverse play. We're going to chase onto this one. Then it's going to reverse play. We're going to chase back onto something. And this is probably the best thing because it does damage. So this is all you need. You don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need this. And you don't need this. Hopefully. I think this is it. And yeah, you do so much extra damage with this stuff, and we're so quick that we're chasing all the time that it just falls over. So this is what you need. And that's it. Let's go. They've been looking at the cards going, what's going on? What's going on with this deck? It's not doing it right. That's all we need. Take him out. Oh, a little bit of healing. Not enough, my friend. Bam. Falls over. Destiny is ours. Alright, that is Post Strike 3. Here we go, guys. On our last one in the Heptastar Pavilion. Unstoppable Vitality. Volume 1. Okay, so the way I work this out is we've got too many cards in our hand. I think these are better left separated. These ones need Hexagram to get the plus 18. So we can put that there. And then this one looks like it uses all of our buffs to do more damage. So we put that at the end. But then what do we do with these? So let's upgrade them. I think that's easy enough. And this is one of the ways, don't know if there's more, to win the fight. There we go. Volume 1. Easy enough. The more health we gain, the more damage we do with Revitalize. She tries. She tries her best. Attack, 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 attack. But we just like, no, we're just gaining health. Don't even try. $27 damage for the first one. What's this last one do? $48. Bam. She takes us down low a lot of times though. Alright, that one's volume 1. All done. Let's go to volume 2. Alright. Unstoppable Vitality. Volume 2. This is a fun one. Don't know why it has this card here. It looks like it's changed. Core card. Because I don't see that card here. Core card is Repel Sita Dahama. I don't know how to say that. Hopefully that's kind of right. But pretty much we are going to kill him with his own attacks. So whenever you're attacked by the opponent, deal 3 damage to the opponent. That's the main thing there. He does 3 big moves here. They're not even that big, but they're big enough. So for those, we need to defend ourselves. So we do that here. The rest of it, we just heal ourselves with the Stillness Sita Dahama. And just live while he dies. Here we go. For each stack of this estate, all cards add 1 attack. So I don't even think we attack at all. Even though we have this nice buff on us. But he's just slowly knocking himself out. And that's it. We do get to 1 HP though, of course. But that is volume 2. On to the last for the sect. Okay, last one for the sect. Unstoppable Vitality, volume 3. In we go. Tricky one, this one. Bit of trial and error. So we're trying to do the same thing. We're just trying to do as much life as possible to outlast our opponent here. This time we're actually going to the maximum turns. And then whoever's got the most life at the end of that wins. So that's what we're trying to do here. But we gotta live through this 5 thunders. And the big thing about this fight is we get to see his cards and we go, wait there. On the first turn, he is giving us 4 chi. We can use that to our advantage. So what we're gonna do is we use our chi. We can chase with this, gain some extra HP. Then we can use this with chi, and the next card will trigger twice. Now the important thing is that you grab the correct one of these. So you want the upgraded one, because it will give you some more extra HP to add. And then we just got to outlast them. So we do Hexagram, so then we can chase to gain even more HP, and then we chase to gain even more HP from chi. And this is how you lay your cards out to outlast your opponent. Buckle in, boys and girls. We've got a long combat ahead of us. Thanks for the chi, mate. It'd be so hard to do this in real combat. Like, oh, he's got Lake of Heaven. I know he's going to give me enough chi just to get these things out and change my whole card orientation around. But I guess you could do it if you're pro enough. And then he gives us chi again. It's like, heal me, thanks. And then it's going to get faster and faster and faster. Speed it up, boys. Five Thunders is a pretty cool card, though. Now it's going quick. Nearly there. Once he gets to... There he goes. He's going out. He's fallen over. We've won. There we go. All complete. This is the full purple dudes. What is it? Heptastar Pavilion. All complete. There we go, guys. Then we've got one more to do. The 5 elements. See you there.